that seems like a good enough time to get everything started. No. It took me a couple seconds longer to hit the dials there. Evening, everybody. Hope you're all having a good night. Let's see if I... Oh, are you gonna be one of the messy ones? I think I got a messy monster can here. I still have to open it. It's pretty pressurized. Hi, Arcean. Hi, Raven. Give me 2 seconds. Ugh, my hands are so weak. Oh, it's one of those days. Oh, don't tell me it's frozen. Oh. Alright, we'll try to get to my monster later. But evening, everybody. I hope everyone's been having a good night so far. I know I've had kind of a lackadaisical Monday, just because I woke up with some fever problems due to some stress. I'm just a little under the weather, but I'm mostly back together now, so we're back and living. That's what matters most. But yes, yeah, I hope it's been a good day overall as I try to attack my monster again. Oh yeah, this one might actually fizz and explode somewhere. Okay, there's the twist. It's one of those weird twisty ones. Here, we'll pop over to the other screen so you can see my struggle. And we don't have any cats. Because we're also going to be doing a Gunpla build tonight, so I may as well get the top-down camera ready. Ugh. Oh, yep. Oh, that's a lot of pressure. Okay, at least it wasn't frozen. It was just, yeah, pardon the slurps. Yeah, is he just gonna slurp the head? Huh? It was just under enough pressure that twist-style hop is a little funny. That's the most pressurized one I've had, though. But evening, everyone. I hope you've all been having a very nice and lovely night. Or if you haven't, I hope that I can make it brighter. Because, frankly, we need a little brightness in this world, and I'm happy to share as much as I can. I promise. But with that, yeah, welcome on in, and let's get things started with what we're going to be building tonight. Now, I feel like an idiot, because it was just up until I was starting to get the advert writing ready for this kit that this Gundam is not called the Gundam Urder Hunt. It is the main unit from Iron-Blooded Orphans, Urder Hunt, but it's not called the Urder Hunt itself. It is called the Hajiroboshi, the Gundam Hajiroboshi, or Hajiroboshi. But it is the main unit, so I still got the same guy. I've been calling this thing the Urder Hunt for like the year plus that I've had it. I got this thing last year at the Gundam base event. Because this is a special edition one too. As you can see, it's got limited item, it's monocolored. This is the iron-blooded coated one. I've not seen what this looks like at all. As you can tell, it still has the crossband of cellophane tape, so I've not even gotten to take a look-see. I'm not talented enough to be able to take these off and put them back on again. More power to people who can. But yeah, my thought of exactly what the coating probably is like it's probably a monocolor. So this will be extra interesting for when we put it together. But let's find out as a group. Oh wow, that is actually a beautiful color. It's just like gunmetal. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, this is gonna be fun. And on the plus side, we don't have to worry about the stickers because, well, it's metal. This is going to just be a straight up build, but yeah, let's take a better look at that without the plastic on. Oh wow, yeah, that is a special kind of burnished gorgeous. Wow. Sorry, I'm actually impressed with the color here. That's real pretty. I'll definitely have to get another Hajiroboshi sometime for the non-special coating. Goddamn, it's actually gorgeous. All right. Oh wow. Okay, so it's actually. Oh, okay. I see. So we might still have some stickers and stuff to use. We'll see. We'll see. If it's special plated pieces, I'm not going to use that. I want to see if I have a color for this, because yeah, this section doesn't have that coating, which is interesting. But we do have the sticker sheet here. So let's see. What kind of red is that going for? Whatever. Is this red pen dead? Or did it revive itself? Oh, it revived itself. Nice. Because it looks like it's using a flat red instead of metallic. Using black. Mecha yellow, which... Do I have a proper mecha yellow? That's like the one color that I think I have to go with the Gundam marker for. One moment. I'm digging. Digging deep. Ah, there it is. And then a lavender color, huh? That also might be Gundam marker. Oh no, that one's too dark. So the closest I could get, a double, triple, quad check, is likely this. I'm gonna put this on the opposite side because that lavender purple there is a special special edition color. It goes in a different cup. Okay. Bravo. Okay. Oh wow, this thing's only 4 sheets. Okay. Alright, actually no, it's 5 sheets, but still. My statement still stands. We'll see how quickly we get through this guy. Even though he's 5 sheets, he might be a little more in-depth because this is an iron-blooded orphan unit. So they tend to be a little more complex than like the Witch from Mercury units that we dealt with, where the Witch from Mercury units are very, very quick. That's B2. We will have the 2 B sheets together because they are not special coated pieces. There's that. Ow. Okay. Yeah, basically they're just giving a disclaimer here about the coating due to, yeah, this, again, it's a really gorgeous color style of just this very gunmetal like look, which is... Oh, that's gonna look so cool. Yeah, I'm going to hazard a guess that regardless of the fact of like what colors are used here, we're probably not going to end up using too many colors, except for I might do just the eyes with a nice metallic green. But that might just be it, because the rest of it honestly looks like it's it might be a bit too much. We will see, because like if it's anything special coded like this, like I just noticed that in the instructions for stickers, I think these get covered with stickers or paint. I think that would detract from the look of the unit because of this special coating. So I might end up foregoing it altogether for certain things, like obviously these two giant lavender purple hearts probably won't be used either. I even see where those ones go. Those are on these hip fins for all I can describe them for. So yeah, we might just be putting eyes on this dude and that's it. Which if so, cool. I am not putting any kind of sticker or paint on these gunmetal parts. You cannot make me. They are far too pretty and detailed to do that. So that'll be interesting. Shame that I don't think I have a pen that could touch that up. Do I? You know, that's the one thing that Display does not make, do they? They don't make a dark gunmetal. There's something that's close. But not quite the same. Yeah, I have a collarbone that we might be able to spot treat, should we need to. My metallic marker 7 and 1. So we'll see. We'll see if I want to do that. We'll find out. But I think it's time for us to start. I don't need the skeezers anymore. Yeah, I might actually end up putting away most of these just because I don't think I'll need them. Yeah, I'll just keep the metallic green out for his spooky little eyes. Actually, that's a great question. I should double check just to make sure. Gundam Hajiroboshi. Oh, he's got an upgraded version too. Oh, I kind of like his normal colors. His armor's like lavender. Yeah, it's this same lavender, which is really cool. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get a normal version of this dude. As well as maybe the Hajiroboshi Elector. Okay, yeah, he's got teeny little green eyes. Ooh, yeah, the Elector has like additional armor and... Oh, he looks like a fun mess. Okay. Enough of my side tangent nonsense. Okay, let's get my tools out, and then we can get to snipping. And then, yeah, I will be careful with my file, because especially with the special coated parts, I do not want to mess those up too much. Same for when I use my tweezers, or if I have to use my pliers. Basically, I don't want to cut, abrase, or otherwise mar or damage the coating, because that is important shit. Okay, but let's get our stuff started, huh? All right. So I need a 18. I guess that makes sense. This is an IBO unit, so it's going to have the same Gundam frame as others. There's that. C15. Wow, I was literally touching it. On the plus side, the plastic underneath the coated plastic is black, so that's comforting. That means that if I want to use a metallic marker to touch up, I can, but I might do that after final assembly. As to minimize my coating damage. I see him. Oh, I see, says the blind Puka. There we go. There, I got into its home properly this time. Alright, so it begins. And Polycap 2, because this was towards the last generation of Polycap using kits. Cause actually thinking about it, that is what IBO came out in 2018. Was it, or was it 2016? If it's 2016, it's gonna be 10 years old next year. Pretty sure that was Unicorn though. Still, oof. Actually, no, Unicorn's older than that, isn't it? It's like 13, 14 years old now. Which is funny, because I still feel like it's so recent. But maybe I'm just not with the times. Alright, there's that. So now we do A19. Encapsulate, yeah, that weird double circular barrel system that the IBO skeleton units are known for. God, the Gundam Astray shards are just still well within my my blades. Ugh. That's what happens with the Astray Gundam units, of like whenever you build one of them, their parts haunt you forever. You keep finding red flecks everywhere for the next century. At least what feels like it. Alright. There's that. And now, a 20. Also, if we end rather early, we'll I'll stop the recording so I can swap over and maybe we'll do something like Helldivers. I've been really on a big Helldivers kick of late, so... But that's only if we can blitz through this guy super quick, like in 2.5, 3 hours. Possibly if whenever we do the Biker do, I might end up pulling out the Michaelis afterwards. But for this guy, we'll go solo for the build. Just because the Witch from Mercury kits, I know I can do too in like 5 hours, depending. Again, we'll see if the Bigger Do and the Michaelis are as simple as like the Delanza and the Narobalde. Oh no, I had it the right way. Oh, that's an interesting way to do it. I don't know if I've actually built an IBO unit that's in high grade. Thinking about that, because I don't remember this construction before. I might have not. I'd be a little tickled, but I would not be surprised. So like, yeah, let's see, my... Oh no, I've built one. Amazing Barbatos Lupus, but... Yeah, that was a high grade. But maybe due to the fact that it was a build variant, maybe there were enough changes with it. Oh cool, that actually still gives it a little bit of an ab crunch while trying to obscure the pistons. That's cool at least. That's like pretty cool attack for a high grade. Oh. I've not had any caffeine for like the last couple days, so maybe that'll perk me up. Alright. B118, C121. First, make sure I'm not touching it or fondling it. As I am wont to do, apparently. Oh fuck, this thing has a kinetic drill weapon. Oh dear. Oh, there it is. I was nearly touching it, and that's probably why. Like, why can't I find it? Because my hand is trying to obscure it. Trying. Scene 21. Also, this plastic is a joy to snip through. Like, it's just the right toothsome bite for the blade. Sensory goodness, go! Trying to be as gentle as I can with certain nub pieces. Also trying to be careful because I do have long nails right now. They're kind of, kind of on the sharper end, so I gotta be double careful. Also, ad starts in about 90 seconds. Beware. You've been warned. C122. Oof, my shoulder. that metal color is so good. Oh. Okay. Yep. Alright, there we go. And then polycap 1 at center goes the neck joint. Even the polycap feels a little more dense in this kit. I don't know whether it's due to the color, because sometimes color has a huge effect on like the plastic hardness and quality and stuff. Alright, B21 and then C23 because we're doing the back. And I'm touching it again. Yep. My hands always find it. Always. It's a problem. And then C23. Yep, there's the advert. Okay. There we go. Yeah, again, that metal just looks really cool looking. Like you can definitely see where like the little nub bites used to be, but that's something that we honestly can't avoid, no matter how hard we try. I wish we could, but unfortunately we cannot. B125, and again, I'm going to do the eyes on this one. Because I want to. They're small little eyes, aren't they, though? Good grief. Alright, yeah, I'm going to paint the eyes on after we hook it into this bigger part so I can, just have that ready. 35. There's 35. Oh boy, is it small. And the problem is, this is like a powder coat paint, too. Like, it rubs off with alcohol, but it feels like powder coat. Like before you put a clear coat on. That's definitely the way to really lock these in if you really want to, is, these special edition coat ones, is just a very light coating of, like, some type of, some kind of, your clear coat. Again, smallest amount. You don't want to do too much or it'll splotch it and ruin everything, and ugh. Alright, there's that. Now I can trim off the nublin. Because it's 90% of the way in, I just gotta push it the last 10. And very gently, because it is small and it is scary. I can deny it no longer. I am small. At B117. Ah, there it is. Nope. Use this. Alright, so yeah, we'll get this trimmed out. And then we'll, once we get it attached to this, I'm gonna do the eyes. Because I still want to have, like, something like that showing, because luckily the part that the eyes are on is black. Okay, and this also helps me see exactly where the eyes are. Because, yeah, this guy's eyes are actually pretty spread pretty far apart. I guess that makes sense, because the IBO Gundam's eyes are pretty far set. There we go. It's also interesting that they tend to not have extensive targeting cameras either. Just an extra interesting feature for the IBO units. But again, they're ancient relics that are also predominantly like kinetic. Just making sure for 3 and 4 here. Okay, they're black. Yeah, we're not using any of the stickers on the special parts, so 29 and 28. Oh, look, there they are. Yeah, the perk of special coding. Oh, there's a bunch of color correction stickers? Not on this version. Okay. I gotta put these on just right. Ugh, doesn't help. My hands are like really dry right now, so. Trying to put on these like special powder coated feeling parts is like super hard. There we go. Oh yeah, his eyes are tiny too. Like even for an IBO unit, his eyes are really small. All right. C130 and then B116. I do appreciate the sheets for this, though. Like, the sections that you cut from are very clear cut. Like, you know, obviously this was all the body pieces. This was all the head pieces. I'm appreciating that a lot. You know, unless it's specialty colored, then it's organized. So like the A sheet's always going to be a mess, because that's just welcome to A sheet. A sheet is typically on most kits is your funky multicolor sheets. God, this thing's gonna look so neat. Like it's gonna look like a Hyakushiki in a way, like it, or like a Delta Gundam, but special. Oh wait, no, they said it was Bravo, right? Bravo has some multicolor effects too. There it is. This thing's V-fin, which is also a pretty impressive one. This one's at least, to knowledge, purely cosmetic. Okay, I think most of the IBO ones were. Like, I might end up painting some of the V-fin on. We'll see. Because it's, what, the two tips on the side that would get the red. We'll see. Again, I'll predominantly, if I'm going to use any colored paint pens tonight, they're all gonna be metallic. Oh, yeah, trying to hold that head in the right place just for me to get the fin on is... Oh, that's a special trial, because it's so slick feeling. If you've worked with a special edition of this thing, actually here, I'm also gonna change the title. Hajiroboshi Iron-Blooded Coating Builds. Ta-da! Alright, there. Because I forgot that I had not updated the title from earlier when I realized that this thing's not called the Urder Hunt. It's called the Hajiroboshi. Alright. And that is the head complete now, too, so we're 2 parts in. Oh wow, we're doing the arms completely separate. That's interesting. Okay. That's not normal. A24, 25, and 30... Or, sorry, 24, 26, and 35. Ugh. Yeah, my hands are a special kind of twitchy. There's that, and then we'll get A35 in just a second to get this more together. Yeah, this looks like it'll be a pretty quick build. I mean, the fact that we've gotten the head done and we're not even an hour in, it's kind of a sign, isn't it? And this thing doesn't have a lot of weapons to my knowledge. Like, this thing is, I mean, it's an IBO unit, so they're pretty stripped down. I think it's got like what, a a rifle and a drill. And that's about it. 7 and 6. Wait, are the shoulders different for this thing? No. Oh, right, C2 probably has the other ones. Forgot about the fact that this has... There's 2 C sheets. Little bits to cut, and I just am trying to be extra careful with these coated ones. Super cautious. Oh, and I need B10. Right. Oh, interesting, because it snaps on. Okay. Herpeder. B110? Okay. Had to make sure I wasn't calling for B210. Not that I think there's too much difference. Just barely caught that under my tit. The power of the titty. Okay. Oh, and interesting. Looks like it's a weapons hanger. It hangs off the side there, but we'll see. Yeah, one of the warnings that the kit little pamphlet did say is, like, again, and this is something that's kind of common with a lot of the, a lot of these kinds of kits, is, the special coating will sometimes make the part a little thicker. Because, again, usually the parts aren't painted like this. At least not usually. B130. A31. I'm also going to turn the fan back on because that feverish body of mine is still fighting me a little bit tonight. Yep. Started looking at my hand, it's like, I'm probably touching it, aren't I? I was. Okay. And the next part is A31. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and this one's got a special peg. Mustn't trim that. Then A28. Goodness, this is a complicated little thing. It's cool though. Like, we'll take slight complication stuff on high grades. It's a rare treat, honestly. in order to show the piston assembly stuff. I see. Again, everything's just a little bit clever. And then B13 and 12. Touch 13. There's 12. Blink. There we go. Nope, the sheet somehow got stuck. Let the other one in. Me. I see. It's like, how does this go in? But, okay, like that. And 1, 2, and 3. Yep, and then we turn that right side up. You know, don't try to put the part on upside down, Mara. Ugh, I always do that. Every goddamn time. Okay. Then C3, C13 and C112. I can technically turn the page as I'm doing here. You know, try to make a little more room for the pamphlets. Never been super fond of the pamphlet style of instruction booklets, just because they're kind of a pill. This is C13. Oh, right there. I think. There we go, now it's flattened. Alright, and now we do C112. And then we'll just have to trim out C113 and then we'll be done. There we go. Popped right in. And then C113, yes, for the bicep. And 3. That doesn't feel like it's on right. Oh, yeah, because it's not. I am putting on backwards. Silly me. There we go. So go like that. Yeah, let's not put the shoulder attachment on backwards. And then A34. C24. Then we got the hand done. I'll probably then do attach the head and this arm to the torso really quick. Yeah, there's C24. Okay, it looks like they're gonna have us do the arm attachments, like those shields / pincer claws. They're gonna have us do that towards the end once we get the rest of this guy's body built. Yeah, I might do some touch-up details on this real quick too after we get the upper half put on. I might actually paint those tips on the V-fin. I think that'd be a really nice touch. Again, do it where you think it counts, and then we work from there. Alright, there we go. So I'm gonna just socket this in super quick. Let's slip this on. Another ad starts in about 3 minutes, so beware. Oh. That is really cool looking though. Yeah, I'm gonna paint those on because I think that'll be cool. These two little finlets. Looks like they're actually a little smaller than I thought they were. Oh yeah, even better. It is funny how they do all the angles here of hiding exactly how the is that Marchiosis is also another unit I really want to get sometime because it's so crazy looking. Yeah, we're gonna be a little extra here real quick. Bit a little deep there. Shit. That's okay. It still looks cool. Just got a little excited with that snip. Fuck. Come on. Yeah, how to damage your special editions. That's what I've done. For the sake of being extra. That's okay. By the time I am done painting, you will never know. No one will know. Happy little accidents. There we go. You know, with the paint on, you can't even really tell what I did. That's what happens when I get a little too excited. That's what it is. It is what it is. Alright, now let's get the other arm built up. Now that I've done my silly detail work. We'll speed this up just a little bit. Because I can. Because we've done this once before, so I'm feeling a little confident. And welcome back from Ad Hell. Oh, didn't mean to flick that off, but if it works, it works. All right. Seven, 6. Oh, I don't see them here because, right, there's C2. We're on to part of the C2 sheet because, yeah, we've cut out the parts needed for the C1. I might also touch these up with that red. I think the red would be a nice addition. I'm not sure about painting the other colors in. B2 10. Mustn't forget that part. Of course, I love the fact that I've done the shoulder despite the... Oh wait, no, I am supposed to do the shoulder. Right, the next part is its own section. I'm not crazy, I actually am doing it in order. Hooray! Kalu Kale. Alright, with that, let's get these two parts married, and then we can start working on the main arm. Yeah, it's funny that I'm being a little avant-garde with this, you know, very fancy, very neat gunmetal kit. I am not, no, sadly. As much as I would like to, I've been kind of holding off for a bit. Oh, I forgot B27. There's a part missing off the arm. I'm kind of waiting now for all the DLC to be available, and then I'll probably end up doing that. 1 second, SB. Get this one on, and then we'll... I just noticed this instruction. It's like, oh, I forgot to do that on this arm. No wonder the arm looks spindly. Yeah. I'm excited to see, though, because, yeah, we got a couple of the Digimon I did want, which were Ultra S and Ultra B, because I had already assumed that trying to get, like, any of the antibodies was going to be a daunting, if not impossible, task. But yeah, we got Ultra S, Ultra B, and even Omnimon Schwartz damaged. I always forget the... It's like, yeah, Schwartz D, or, yeah, the damaged unit. Oh, my hand is backwards, there we go. But yeah, no, I'm interested, but sadly tomorrow I'm doing Wildmender with my friends. And then, yeah, we'll see, maybe. It depends on how much time it takes. I also have, like, Metroid Prime 4 on Friday. And if we run out of that, maybe I'll do Digimon Story, Time Stranger DLC. Again, it's kind of a crazy time of year. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Okay. So now we're putting... Oh, and we still need to build this thing up in its entirety. Right, I've not built it yet. Herder. It's not that I find Digimon Story Time Stranger anything short of amazing, but it's more the fact of, like, do I want to wait for all the DLC? I don't know. I don't know yet. I've not figured that part out. Let's see, 32, and yeah, we'll cut 28 out also while we're here, because it's literally the next step. Hi, Mischief. Hi, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Wait, where did my glasses go? Ah, that's not my glasses. There we are. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. If you're new to my content, hi, hello. My name is Miss Markar. I'm a Witchy Puka VTuber and a variety gaming VTuber. But tonight we've been building a very special edition of what I originally kept calling the Gundam Urder Hunt because I'm dumb and I was just looking at large text. This is from Iron-Blooded Orphans. Urder Urger Hunt, but there is no Gundam by that name. This is the main unit. This is the Hajiroboshi. Gundam Hajiroboshi. So we're building a very special version called the Iron-Blooded Coating version. So it's this really fun, like, gunmetal color. I'm adding some metallic accent colors to it as we go, just because I think it's something that is going to really make it pop and look that much cooler and spookier on the shelf. But yes. Hi. Oh, Talon, you were hanging in there too. I guess that makes sense. Factorio and, but, you know, it would help. One moment. I never turned on tits or streamer bot. It's like, why did that shout out not work? I'm real pretty. Give me 2 seconds. Also, you're gonna see the tits setup show up. There we go. Mischief. There we go. Yeah, you were playing Factorio. I knew you were playing Factorio. I just had to make sure, and we'll see when tits finally pops up. There it is. Okay. I always have to do my cursory check. And there we go. Tits? What tits? Alright. But yes. And that explains why Talon was over there too. She loves Factorio. But yeah, this version of the Hajiroboshi's been pretty fun. I was a little snip happy when I was doing the V-fin, though thankfully you can't tell. I can. There's just like the tiniest chip missing from one part, but I got a little snip happy with trying to remove that excess material that they put on the V-fins of these, especially the high grades. Exactly, it just takes time to learn everything. I say as I've never played Factorio, so I can only guess. I think Talon's shown me like a few images of it, and I'm sitting there going like, And then B2, 12, and 13. Yeah, we're just getting this guy's second arm built up, and then I'm going to contemplate whether I'm going to futz with some of the chrome gunmetal pieces here and add a little bit of paint to a couple recessed areas. If I am feeling that spicy, because I think the red accent will be nice, but we'll see. But yeah, we're about here. We're nearly done with the first half of this guy, so I'm guessing he's going to be about a 3-hour build. Tops. It's like 2D Satisfactory with more combat and stress. Oh, goody. That's just what I need at this point. More stress. No, but it sounds like it's probably fun for others. Just not for me. Again, I'm sure you all enjoy playing it, so that's what matters most. Right, C2, 3... 12. I'm gonna cut both of them out because we're gonna do this in quick succession. I'm loving the color of this dude though. He's very unique looking. That was not that part. 12. Or is that C23? Ah, there it is. Yeah. I cut out the 13, which we will use shortly, but not yet. Yeah, and I might even touch up like the nub marks here where, you know, obviously there's no paint when you snip it off because of how they painted on the runner. Which is a shame, but, you know, we don't exactly have the permeable paint yet. That'll be cool if we ever do develop technology like that. But I'll believe it when I see it. And then also cry probably at the cost. There we go. Yeah, that's much tighter. Okay. Now the part that I nearly forgot last time, which is B128. This little elbow guard. And then we build the hands, and then this arm is done, and then once we get them attached, I'm going to attack the two shoulders with just a little bit of paint too. Because I think I'm going to do that. Is it a risky maneuver? Yes. Am I going to do it? Yeah. I've already partially damaged this kit, so I may as well. You know, putting my own spin on this little guy. Actually, I might forego it. I'm looking at actually the sheet right now. Doing it on the fins was okay, but because that was also to hide the cutting damage I did. I might hold off. So if that's the case, let's just put that back so I don't get any tempting ideas. And then let's build this hand. And then 25 here. The only problem also with these special coated parts, which I'm having some difficulty with, is they almost feel like they've been powder coated. For those of you that have built special edition like Plamo or Gunpla kits, you know what I'm talking about. It's the plastic is almost a weird kind of slick, almost like a fresh Teflon coating, which makes it very hard to sometimes get some of the parts on. Yeah, nice, looking pretty cool so far. Be exciting to see how he looks all together. He does have a few specialty armaments, so we will see, we will see. Let's see, that was the arms. Oh, we're building the legs separately too. Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to add the extra red bits because, again, this is what he looks like normally, but due to the fact that this is the iron-blooded coating variant, I think I'm just going to leave that red on those two fins because that's just a neat little touch. Because the rest would end up being having to do that on the feet, the knees, these fins, parts of the shoulders, and that just, that disrupts a little bit. So, yeah. Interesting, the legs are built completely separate. I don't remember that with most of the other IBO units. Weird. 8 and 15. And there's 15. Admittedly, the IBO units are really cool due to their internal skeletons. Now, that being said, the Hajiroboshi here, much like the Marchiosis, has actually a ton more armor than the original Iron-Blooded Orphans unit, the Barbatos. The Barbatos is hilariously stripped down by comparison. Some of the ones that, have been just safely kept in like a family vault or something for the last several centuries, and haven't been stripped, get to walk out with this really badass, like, full armor look. Oh. Sorry, I heard a weird ticking. I guess it's the wood settling around me. It's like, oh god, am I gonna die? Not now. Okay, A4 and 12. That was just you sneaking about. Well, come give me a hug then. I need one. I'm gonna be the bratty little princess right now. Give me a hug. Blocks. Let's see. I almost was like, and I'm gonna put these together. It's like, no. Gotta make sure that I put the certain parts in first. Because, yeah, this is the knee joint that we're building. Alright, there's that. And now we do A5. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get another version of this, the classic colored version, because it's got this really cool kind of lavender colored armor, which we always love a Gundam that's a little bit purple. And then I also want to get the scary looking dude down here. It's called the Marchiosis. Because, yeah, that thing looks badass. Admittedly, I'll have to get some fabric to make his cloak. Because that one, yeah, that one's like a big Royal Knight family unit. So it's got like a giant velvet cloak. It's got like 6 arms that have all these blades. Okay, so I need polycap 6. And then A1 and A10. There we go. Yeah, I've just been having to be very careful with my snips when we get to these parts, just because, special paint. A very paranoid Puka. Okay. Because should be able to do, yeah, a full 180 bend. Okay, that's as far down as that goes. Alright, now comes the great armoring. So C4, then C5. 1, 2, 3. Looks like all right. I see why they said to bend the knee, because that makes it easier to get the shit going. And then like that. And then we can straighten it back out. Alright, Polycap 7 needs to come out now, because we're actually... Interesting, the armor plate's actually gonna help make the ankle. Or, like, the ankle connector. Right, that's another thing we've not done. Usually the feet are made first. Because usually they're identical, but I guess this unit is real strange that everything is mirrored. Let's see, 1, 2... There we go. Alright. Also, another advert's coming in about 3 minutes. You have been warned. Horny Jill, it cometh. And let's face it, we're all a bunch of horny degens, right? Alright, there's that. Then we do B19. How dare I call you such, huh? Would you prefer a different title? Oh, 1 second. C19. Aww. I know some of your weaknesses. I'd say don't tempt me, but that's half the fun. Okay, this one's a little weird. So I see what they're trying to do. So this one actually doesn't have a connection spot on this, but it has to go in first, because then it gets hooked in by this piece. Question is if I can figure out, if I'm smart enough to figure out exactly how it's supposed to fit. Aha, I see. I got smart enough. I figured it out. Okay, so we go like that, and now we do C18. So we do its companion piece. Okay. And then C11 and B13. And 3. Yeah, I might make my special edition here a little more special as we go along. Like, I might end up painting at least the front and maybe top facing of this part, or if I can... Oh, I can peel it out pretty easily. That's pretty good. Let's see. Again, I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure if I actually want to go through with it. Because again, that just... nice pop of red that's on there is actually really, really good. We'll see. So if I do that, I also have to do these little diamond slots there in the coated metal, but we'll find out. Okay, A11 and 3. And 11. There they are. Like, they've got to be somewhere nearby. Yeah, this guy's being interesting with how he's being built and how he's being cut from the sheets too. There we go. Now B1 4. Yeah, I'll probably forgo it just because of the fact that, yeah, this would normally be red. Yeah, we'll just leave the fin like that because I needed to do something to hide the damage I did. Got excited with a set of snippers. As you do. Polycap 8. B1 2. Alright. Where are my tweezers? There they are. Oh, that kind of pulled it out, didn't it? Yep. Alex, there we go. Ah, no, we're not done yet. So I need to do C1 19 and 16. Here's 19 and 16. Alright, and here, there, and then like that. Alright. I see, so this part goes on. Ugh, except both these parts are that slick coating. Alright, so we go like that. There we go. This kind of polycap's always kind of a bitch, but there we go. Yeah, because he's got kind of pointy stompies. I think he's kind of tiptoed on the heel. And then 14. I just want to see what 14 was. Black. Okay, that doesn't matter for this one. B1 7 and C1 14. Yeah, I'm nearly touching it. Of course I am. My hands always know where to go. They just do. Alright. B1 7 and C1 14. And there's 14 right there. Alright, and then we just squidge that on carefully. There we go. And then we just pop that into the socket, like so. And we close up the leg again. Got a nicely little healed boot. Slash almost hoof-like, which for the Iron-Blooded Orphans storyline of kits is unsurprising. If you know, you know. Alright, now we build the other one. So 9 and 14. Yeah, we're making really good time, though. I mean, what, I got one leg and the whole upper half done, and it's only been an hour and a half or so. Good shit. This might mean we might hell dive in a bit. That's all. If I get this guy done fast enough, we will hell dive. Exactly, be all cozy. Speaking of. Definitely need to drink. I need caffeine. That's 6 and 13. We'll cut 7 and put on the side too. Soon he'll have legs. A leg. Exactly. And what glorious legs he has. Again, that profile, that side profile is not shabby looking. And it looks extra cool because of the coating. Oh, excuse me. Goodness. That's what I get for partially chugging that monster there. Okay. Right, now we get to do this, which is polycap 6. And then a 10 and 2. Alright, then. Also, even the way that this hip connector piece is put together is kind of unique looking too, because, like, it's not the first time we've had the asymmetric insert polycap, but then this part actually connects in the back instead of on the other, instead of via a peg on the inner side. So kind of like that. Let me just go in, and right, that's as deep as it goes. It always feels like it should go deeper, but no. Alright, C2, 4, and 5. One and 2. Yeah, at least C2 will be used up in this leg, at least, so that'll be 1 of 5 sheets down, not counting the polycaps. Just because, who counts polycaps? They're small and they're rubbery and they're weird. Alright, there we go for that. And then, right, polycap 7, because this helps make the ankle connection. And C2 too. There's that, and then... No, Mora, don't try to put it on upside down. I know it's tempting, but no. Alright, oh yes, but now we do the one thing. The weird floating piece. There's that. And C28 goes there. I'll just put C29 on the other side over here just because I need it for encapsulation. Because, yeah, so this part free floats like this, and then this part will insert in here, right? Oh no, I was trying to put it on the wrong side. That's what I thought was... Right? No. Ugh, trying to get my right hand to do that, that's hard. The right hand doesn't know what it's doing. There we go. So it hooks in like that, and then this other one will do the same. And then like that. And all snapped and hooked in. Now we do the kneecap, which is C21 and B23. Holding B2. Oh, there it is. I'm like, what part am I looking for again? Right, the very small, kind of rupee-shaped thing. And 3. Let's see. All right, that's the guiding. The guiding part. There's a peg that goes in, like so. All right, now we build the foot. A3 and 11. Love a good peg, exactly. I got from being in Jade's channel earlier, the discussion of frauding came up, and now we got a pegging in my area. Nowhere is safe, it's great. Okay. That B24. I'm gonna keep that nearby just because I need to get to it. Need to get to it fairly quickly for the next couple stages. Alright. Now B22. And that's polycap 8 again, that weird slat. And yeah, the next two parts are on C1, right? Because yeah, the next combo piece is interesting. To put simply, you'll see. You'll see. Okay. So like that. 20 and 17. So these two. Yeah, really all that's left are like its thruster nacelles and its shield units. This thing has a really nasty attack shield unit too. You can kind of see it in this picture here, just barely if the light doesn't affect it. But it's basically kind of similar to the Sandrock's Clamp Claw, or Chotel Claw, or even the Death Scythe's launcher shield thing. But it's got a secret. It's got a drill instead of blades, or instead of a beam blade in the middle. I guess yeah, it is most like Death Scythe's like launcher shield. Okay. Clean all the nublins off. There we go. Oh. Those parts never fully junction top. There we go. Alright, then we open like that. Alright, now we gotta put that shield unit on first, so B27. Yeah, we're not out of parts here yet, but soon. There are 3 little bits left. But this sheet will now be done. I know I wasn't doing my rule of, you know, if there's one part left, cut it off in the sheet, but there we go. Charlie 2 is down. Yeah, I'll definitely have to get the proper version of this sometime. Might not trim the V-fin like I did for this one. Because I kind of messed that up a little bit. My snippers were hungry. And it showed. Alright, and then there's that leg done too. Alright, now to make the grundle. The groin. Then we can at least have the main body done, then we gotta do, yeah, the nacelles and the weapons. So 37 and 38. Actually, I can also reorganize these a little bit, so that way then each of the B sheets can have their own space. There we go. $38 and $37. I'm also going to quickly check something about these 4 pieces that are left on here. Yep, okay. All these parts on the A sheet, these 4, are originally for most likely the high-grade Barbatos. But the rest are used, so A sheet is done too. Let's see, is that the same for... Nope, all the rest of the sheets are unique. Oh wait, no. Polycap has a couple that it doesn't use, which, again, that's not surprising. So it doesn't use that, and it doesn't use the other 2 Polycap 8s. Okay, so it uses the other 4, so once I run out of those 4, I can put it away too. But everything else is uniquely used. Cool, got it. One less sheet on the runner then. Okay, so like that. B1 26. Alright, then I need both polycap 3s, so there's only 2 polycaps left for the use of this entire kit. Soon. soon. And then C10. Oink. Kind of unsurprising for some of these. I'm just gonna attach them into the hip plates here. Alright, there's that. Now we trim this free. Alright, there's that. And then now we do the front plates. C11 and 18. We'll see the connection of these two parts before I snip this hip plate piece in half. It looks like I could get away with it. A fun secret about these. Yeah, it doesn't say I have to, but I want to. Oh, that's still nice and tight, and that allows for independent hip plate movement for when it dances around, which I'm rather fond of. And boink! Alright. Okay, so then from here we attach these, and then we had to grab a couple parts, looks like, to cover over the sides. Okay. B1, 15, and 14. Of course they injected that weird in there. Ah, more weapon hangers. I get it. It's not even an armor plate, it's literally, yeah, it's just a piece to hold on to a weapon. Most likely a blade or a rifle. Because this is the Iron-Blooded Orphans universe, so we're talking about no energy weapons. Everything is kinetic or ballistic. Those giant pistols on the Gundam Vidar? Yeah, those are purely ballistic weapons. Giant ass magnums. You know, just launching howitzer shells out of a pistol the size of a fucking car. There we go. His main body's together at least. But he's not complete just yet. He's a little wiggly in like one of his legs. Yeah, sometimes you just need a pocket SUV. Exactly. Yeah. You know, just having a pistol the size of a old school Volkswagen Beetle. I mean, that's about the size of the A10 Warthog's rotary machine cannon. Admittedly, that's the ammo drum. The ammo drum for it's about that, even though if you fired at full tilt and didn't somehow stall the A10, because that's the scary thing, is that gun fires with enough force that if you fire it for too long, you will stall your A10 if you're at lower speeds. God, I think there's like less than 15 seconds of ammo in that thing. Or like less than 30 seconds. Like it is some hilariously short amount just because of the sheer rounds per minute with it. It's just kind of crazy. Yeah, the gun with wings. Exactly. So you get it. I love the Warthog. It's just terrifying, that's all. B11 and 5. And 5. There it is. See, this would be the other part where I'd be really tempted to paint it, because I could just really give a nice metallic red color that I think would go with this kit. Again, we'll think about it. Admittedly, if I do that, I'd have to do that to like a lot of the feet and everything too. That's really the only thing that's holding me back, is because like the feet parts are supposed to be red. Those kneecaps are. Obviously, there's little detail points on the groin and up on the shoulders. So I'm trying to tell myself to not, but you know, trying to tell myself to be a good girl, but it's hard. Because I did it there because I thought it would look cool, and it does look cool. Maybe I'll do it to these fins, since that would make them stand out quite well. Again, give a lovely little touch of contrast without going too overboard. Because this is a special edition. This is a special coating type one, so I don't want to go too hog wild, because otherwise I will kind of ruin the mystique and the splendor of this unit. Yeah, I always try to be a good girl. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do this detail on this because, again, it'll be a lovely little touch of contrast without being too crazy. I think it'll make the special edition look that much cooler. do love this, like, gem red that comes out of this thing. It's super fucking pretty. Alright, concentrating a little bit because I'm trying to keep that line clean. There we go. Now here will come the extra special part. How do I keep it from touching anything while I, cut out a part? I didn't think that far ahead. Oh well. That's for near future me to deal with. Present me is just a little bit of a bitch. You must never forget about painting the edge. Etching's the best part. Well, to some. There we go, finally some paint. Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine, because I did the underside first, so... C-133. And that's B1, B111, which is this little guy. Doink. I wanted to do that before I attached this part because it being that special gunmetal, I didn't want to risk getting paint on it. Because unfortunately, pen paints like what I use actually almost act like a solvent for paint coatings that are already on Gunpla. For those that have never worked with it. It's hilarious actually how these special coatings are so fragile. Okay. Yeah, pain indeed. But I think that'll be a nice little unit detail for this guy. see why they said only attach that afterwards. Alright, and then I'm gonna stick this on his right butt cheek. Oh, he can get double pegged. Neat. Like, I could almost do that accent marks where the red should be. I could do, like, on the shoulders and hips if I wanted, but I kind of like the super minimalist here of we're just going to do those two fins and then the two parts of the V-fin crown, and then just leaving it at that. I think that's kind of entertaining. Okay, I'm going to cut out all these parts just to kind of... Actually, no, I'm not. I lied. I'm a terrible person. I lied. And... there we go. I was like, should I cut them all out and make it faster? It's like, no, I needed to take time so the paint can dry. Alright, once more with feeling. Start on the underside so it can be hopefully dried by the time we get to... there. It should be dry by the time I get to the other side. Well, by the time I finish the other side, at the very least. Alright. It looks so cool by the time we're done. Alright, there we go. With that, do the inner line super fast if I can. You know, it's more about accuracy than speed. And do these two little weird shapes in the middle. Then yeah, this is nice, just super fun little accent. Does not help yet. It's trying out a little bit. There we go. Because I have a fan on, because I'm warm. Because my body's still running a fever. Which is a problem. But it's a problem I get to deal with. Alright, now I can put that away. Okay, now we can cut out these two parts. And since there's only one part on this runner, I will observe the rule that I had for myself, which is snip it off B28. It's for the shield drill unit. Then the Bravo sheet is done. Actually, technically so is the polycap, because right, those three are not used. So, Kalu Kalem. Snuffing off sheets snuffed right in center. Yeah, I thought about also painting some gold onto this chrome part, but again, that's that whole, you know, that's the shiny part that we don't want to damage the coating of, so I choose not to. Yeah, who doesn't like a bit of chrome, black, and red? Sounds like some of my color schemes when I was younger, maybe playing Warframe. Before I really got into the fashion part of it. Alright, that just leaves... Yep. Declaw. Okay, so luckily B28 is used almost immediately. C127. And then B18. The claw. Oh, I actually might need the green one again. Because I suddenly realized the part of the gun actually still has that sensor. Alright, and then we snip out B124. Actually, I'm also going to, since I'm snipping out this last part, I'm also going to get rid of the shelf. Where we're going, we don't need shelves. Now I can see you properly without the use of OBS chat. Are you afraid? Or excited? But there we go. Charlie 1 is done. Gremlin-y. Understandable. Okay, so we go in like that, and then we just snip, snip, and snip. Brain soup, trying to remember how to exist again. Oh, you and me both, honey. I was supposed to do things today. I did nothing because I was sick and stressed and tired. I thought, right, because that part can actually rotate. Oh, exactly, yeah, just some people trying to kick me when I'm down right now with all the house stuff and just, like, do we really need to do this? Like, I'm already a half step away from the nervous breakdown. You don't need to incite it. I promise. And yet they still do. Because they think it helps. And, yeah, road to hell paved with good intentions. Okay, 21 and 20. Okay, these ones are just super quick and easy. Yeah. Welcome to the blood. At least I'm starting to get tired of their bullshit. Alright, sounds good. Like, yeah, a little mini beat of mass. Also, this would be a good time to get any nublins that have jumped down onto my drawer. Let's see. Yeah, we'll probably have the gun not used. And there we go. The A runner is done. All parts are snipped off. Now I just need to do the final trims. Stick the weapons on. And then, well, do final trims, final touch-up, and then attach and pose. Oh yeah, what a weird looking little pistol though. There, now the paint can go in. Yeah, I'm gonna put this... yeah. When I think IBO, I don't usually think of guns. I usually think of beat 'em weapons. Let's see, I can put that away too, because I don't need that. And yeah, I'm going to do similar to the pose and the opening the booklet. Even though this guy is a very different color scheme and everything. Oh yeah, those feet are super loose. I might have to tighten those eventually. There we go for that. I just need to now get under, because yeah, that pommel is a little too big for trying to do what I'm doing. There we go. And now to make sure I don't put the weapon upside down, because you don't underhand a mace. Dagger, sure. Sword, yeah. Axe, no. Mace, hell no. God, yeah, I so much just touch him a little funny and he's gonna go. But yeah, this is a really cool special edition though. He's very pretty. And yeah, that little extra little bit of red I put on him just adds that nice little flair of just accent without being too much. So let's see if I can get him into the pose he's showing here. On the plus side, his feet are super good at angling whichever way I want. Nope. Ah! He lost his head. I thought that wasn't fully attached. Biggest thing is trying to get those toes to plant down because of the weird and crazy angle they're at. There we go. That's the kind of angle I'm looking for. Though, if we're gonna do this pose, we gotta get the claws out at half stance. He's got a hell of a lean that he can do too, which is really fun. Let's see if I can hold him up. Yeah, that's gonna be the pose, I think. Kind of go with the booklets. That's a really cool recolor. Okay. Let me get a quick picture. I'm gonna pull that out of the way. Just for a little bit. You know, that will help. Just give me a second. I'm gonna actually curl that arm a little bit so I can make it look like he's aiming in the same spot that he's staring. Except now I've created a new problem. Go like that. Cool. Alright. That will do. That is the most Dutch angled shot I've done in a while. Holy shit, am I G-posing right now? Far from a bad thing, but I could almost do a second kit if I really wanted to, but we're not. We're going to Hell Dive. I'm gonna do a double unit one. It'll be the bigger do and Michaelis, because they're at least the same color. They're both vaguely purple. Alright, let me put away my tools real quick, and then we will get things set up for the next part. And yeah, for those of you that were watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the build. And if you're going to watch the next VOD, I will see you in Helldivers very shortly.